Nnamdi Kanu issue is now being used as a political tool. In my assessment, the reason why this process has played out this way, you know, Nnamdi Kanu said, I'm no lawyer, but in the court hearings yesterday, he was saying that there's an appeal at the Court of Appeal and all that. Now, the Southeastern leaders have been fighting for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. And one thing is, recently, uh, President Tinubu pardoned a number of people, granted clemency. You don't pardon or grant clemency to someone whose case is still ongoing, right? So if you are fighting for his release, it will make sense to say, okay, let's speedy up the processing of the court case, wrap it up. So that when you now wrap it up, you can now come and say, okay, let me grant a pardon, let me grant clemency. I think the way the case has gone now, culminating in the sentencing yesterday, is setting the stage for political settlement. I think it will not be a sort of a bargaining tool. The Tinubu administration has a pardon power. The president has pardon powers, clemency powers, and all that. And so it's within the powers of the president to free him. So now that the court issue is aside, now the politics. 2027 is coming. The president is seeking re-election. In the 2023 elections, the Southeast voted overwhelmingly for Peter Obi. So 2027, in 2023, Tinubu had support from Northern region and all that. He wants more Southern support because he's scared of how the North will really vote, because he feels the North may not really be too happy with some of his policies and all that. So Tinubu wants more support from the South. So Tinubu wants support from the Southeast, And so he is going for 2027. If these Southeastern leaders come to him and say, we want Nnamdi Kanu released, he could say, okay, what can you get for me? Can you get me more votes from the Southeast? So if he gets assurances, verbal or otherwise agreements, that he could get more support from the Southeast, I think he will get Nnamdi Kanu freed by way of a prerogative of mercy, by way of a clemency or pardon. So I see that is the politics that will play out now. The deputy speaker of the House of Representatives, Honourable Kalu, is from the Southeast, and he has made statements to show that there is a plan for political solution. The head of the Progressive Governors Forum, the head of the APC governors, the governor of Imo State, Southeasterner, is also interested in seeing that Nnamdi Kanu is released. And so you have a number of Southeasterners, prominent Southeasterners, who want Nnamdi Kanu released. And so now with the court thing largely out of the way, it will now give room for there to be political negotiations and for it to be settled, So I foresee a situation whereby he may be released before the 2027 elections or after the 2027 elections, if he sees that the people who has agreed to help, if they deliver on the votes that he may need, that the president may need to cross the line to winning 2027 re-election, may well release Nnamdi Kanu. So that's I see now. There's a lot of political uh, play, political things at play. You know. So one other thing I want to state is that the struggle, the fight for Biafra, when it was fought, the civil war, it was fought over the eastern region.